everybody! It's time for some more shit like this. I haven't done this in a while, classes are coming up real soon, and you know what? Fuck you, this is a video I choose. You don't choose the gifts, I do. And I have a special guest here commentating with me on this. Introduce yourself.
Hi, it's Kendathki here. Good to have on the thing here. And look at that team, Anti-Venom.
Oh yeah, yep, Anti-Venom's right here. Basically, this is a video I'm using to try out a brand new team that I'm trying out with for PvP. It's not completely done yet, but I'm still messing around with a few things. And it's going to consist of those two, Anti-Venom and Hybrid. Just showing off a few things of those. And I eventually did get an Empowered ISO 8 for Hybrid, the Feel No Pain ISO, where he gets reduced damage from everything. And his Augmented ISO for his Skill 3, where now it inflicts to Powered, where your attacks no longer inflict status effects.
Which is a bonus, especially if you're using the anti-hybrid combination.
Which, basically, this entire video is going to consist of. And it's also going to be me showing off a bit of the simulator, because I don't exactly show this off. I mean, I did one time, but it was just to show a little broken exploit with Deadpool, with his X-Force costume. The Winter Soldier, Deadpool. By the way, see ya, Bucky. But, I never exactly really showed it off, but basically you can face any villain you want here and such, like, any of the sort. You can fight Dracula just to start off.
I want to suck your blood.
Yes. And basically you can use this to form strategies and the sorts of anything in case you fight these characters again. And we just decided to choose...
So bad.
I love the fact that they made that one of his moves.
And of course, with that reality hacking, he gets a bonus. Oh, come on, Dracula. Only 300 against Rel's team? This is gonna be a joke. Look at them.
I don't exactly have the easiest time with this one, though. It's not too challenging, but it's not too easy either, surprisingly. But anyway, we go with Lasher to inflict some opportunist debuffs on the guy. And sadly, since he's a tactician, he gets an extra turn from Hybrid.
Yeah, which is a downside, but Hybrid has got more than enough health to stand up against this.
That, and he has a passive where he can remove all his debuffs.
True. And we're going in with, what was that, level 2?
Yeah, I am the Cure level 2. And this is where my agent's coming in. Now, I have a really different setup here. Now, first off, I got the new broken tool here, the fucking weather control device.
Love that weapon.
Everyone does. That's why everyone's using it. and now, I actually decided to go back to using two weapons I used to use a lot with an old PvP team of mine. The Ex-Oblivion and the No Mercy. This was part of the Horseman team setup where I can inflict a bunch of debuffs and get a lot of damage off of debuffs from the No Mercy sword.
And then, yeah, you went in with Bloodletting, adding extra damage.
Yes. Every time he does a single target attack, he's going to get hit with a counterattack by one of my teammates.
Living Death, that's a little ironic considering how he's undead, being a vampire and all. Wow! 99 damage.
Trust me, the irony gets better. Now, sadly, because doesn't seem to be many opportunity debuffs on him, and the fact that it doesn't exactly do a lot of damage for what it's supposed to be, I'm not going to be dealing too much damage to Dracula, sadly.
Yeah, that's one problem when fighting this guy. I've been watching many different videos through simulations and stuff, and I can't... there you go, yeah, to restore your stamina.
Yes, he was,
Over 1,000 stamina! Jesus Christ!
Yeah. You know, because, to be perfectly honest, like, while these two are really great together, they're fucking stamina hogs.
Yeah,
like, all their moves cost, like, at least over either 2,000 or 1,000 stamina. Anyway, we're now going to use the Light Fantastic to get rid of our debuffs, and the next time he attacks us, we're going to restore health instead of take damage.
Haha! Hooray for brokenness.
Suck it, Dracula.
There's some more opportunities.
Yep. I'm the true living death. And, like, seriously, that's, like, the only thing he's been using.
There you go. Health regain.
Yep.
Escape!
Okay.
Bye. I'm a runaway looking little bitch now!
What is a man? Like, what is a vampire?
If you can fight Venom and Carnage, can't you? In some of the daily missions.
Yes, you can.
I'm a
Now for the next fight we're doing. Now this one, I actually pull off the thing I wanted to do, but I couldn't be able to do with Dracula. Shut up, phone. I don't want you.
Which
anyway, we're gonna be
buffs that you like the opportunity debuffs.
Yes, we're gonna be inflicting a whole bunch of those. And luckily, since now the thing too though is I'm kind of being a bit risky here with Anti-Venom because the fact that he's a bruiser, he's a blaster, he's gonna keep getting critical hits. But thank you for giving him an.
Yep.
Oh, MODOK, you dipshit.
He's a pain in the ass when you fight him down the track and on the stronger levels he gets.
Yeah, that is true. Well, that tends to be the case with a lot of the characters when you go down the track of having to fight them. But they each do have their own little trick to being able to beat them. Fucking arcade, that asshole.
Yeah. Well, at least you're not fighting a 3-warrior team or whatever it is that you despise, so at least you're fighting them.
Fuck you. Okay, so we're deciding to do a bit more leadings with this team because I really want to set up that level 3 of the Crusade. You're gonna see why once we get back to Anti.
Self-repair. God, I hate you, Mark.
He's gonna take some bleed damage there, and for some reason, Anti-Venom doesn't counterattack, even though he should have.
Which is a bit odd. You've got the ability to counterattack on him, don't you?
Yeah, I think I inflicted fumbling on him. Did I?
I think so. Sure.
Yeah, I'm sure I did. I'll have to check. I'll have to check hybrids next turn because if it shows that Lasher has a cooldown, then yeah, he should have had it.
Yeah.
Because it's guaranteed. Because it's supposed to inflict fumbling the minute it hits. And thankfully, since my agent is a tactician, he's gonna get she's gonna get an extra turn off of that.
Yep.
My agent is so confused. We got a gender change.
Pretty much. I mean, you went from a man to a woman.
And with another name change. Alright, we're gonna add one more stack of bleeding. Yeah, I did use Lasher. So, yeah, I do see fumbling on there. Alright, so here's why I decided to set up the bleed game. He has 3 stacks of bleeding. Get the fuck out of here, MODOK.
Owned.
Overkill.
Now, if only we could do that to a certain Michael Bay.
Let's keep that out of this video for now, okay?
For
Let's just
now.
focus on this. But now, this next match, when I saw it, I had to do it. I could not resist.
Hybrid versus hybrid. For
I will prove once and for all that mine is better.
You know, this gets me to think of the different realities of Marvel that sometimes cross over. It's like you're versing a different reality version of hybrid in a sense.
Yeah, they actually do have something like that in Season 2. It's called the Incursions, where you can actually face other people's teams, but they don't count as like your PvP stuff. Like, you can actually use items and such, make fights easier.
Yeah.
That, and you can just refresh the page if you don't like the team you're facing. Fuck you, Warrior 3Ts. I'll never face you in Incursion. Yeah, by the way, I'm actually just bullshitting myself. This hybrid's much better than the one I have.
Yeah.
Like, because for one thing, that Lasher ability that he's using the tentacle with, it has no cooldown, unlike my Lasher.
True. So it can do it multiple times.
Yes, indeed.
At least you managed to get some bonus there off of I Am the Cure.
Yeah, because Anti-Venom actually has a thing where if he attacks his symbiote, his attacks deal extra damage.
That's right, because freaking Anti-Venom is pretty much exactly that. He's a symbiote that, in a sense, can do some major fuckovers on other symbiotes, like especially Venom.
Yeah. Well, hence Anti-Venom.
Yeah, exactly.
So that's where the name came from.
What I have to do like about Anti-Venom is his design in this game. They went real close to the original from the comics instead of the later version.
Well, yeah, well, honestly, I like how all the characters look in this. I think they all look fantastic. But yeah, you saw right there that hybrid just removed all of his debuffs.
Yeah, what a pain.
Yeah, that does become a problem. And honestly, this is an idea I go with, Cleansing Touch, because honestly, because hybrids. Yeah, because hybrid's main thing is removing debuffs, and if he removes that debuff, he's taking massive damage.
Yeah.
And well, check that out, putting infesting symbiotes on top of a symbiote. I are smart.
Wow, Rum, you must feel fantastic in using the improbability field here.
God, I was so glad when I got the synthetic cube, because it's like, I knew I was going to fucking need that thing if I wanted to even survive PvP.
True.
Because I'm not kidding, 99% of PvP users use it. It is that broken.
So the PvP is not about who's got the best team, it's about who can be the biggest and cheapest exploiter of the game.
I'm not even going to defend that claim, because that is actually fucking true. That's true as it is, and there he goes removing his debuffs again. But see, yeah. Took massive damage because he removed Purged.
Which, in a sense, is one of the downsides to removing Purged. What?
Yeah.
Luckily for you, you're fighting a bot and not another player who could try to heal that.
Well, no, even if they do heal it, like, if they remove it with anything, they take massive damage. So, like, say even if you use, like, the Light Fantastic, or you have a character like Rescue whose passive is removing debuffs, they still take massive damage from that.
Yeah.
So either way, you're kind of screwed.
That was a good critical, 1,000. I have to say that Hybrid has got an ass ton of health.
Oh yeah, he does. Wait, which Hybrid?
Well, a bit of both there, really. Both of the hybrids that are on the field have got quite a bit of health there. Atom Smasher for 2,000 damage.
Yeah, normally would have done a lot more damage if he had more debuffs on him.
True, but with hybrid, he can constantly removing your debuffs. Your attack was only 2,000, sadly.
Yeah, it was. That and the fact that I can't exactly make much use of my hybrid's passive, where every time he KOs someone, he heals health and all his stats increase, and it can stack up to 10 times since there's only like one guy here.
Yeah. Well,
I really can't wait to bring that shit into PvP.
Yeah. Well, at least with symbiotes, due to their symbiotic healing, you're at least restoring some health, which is pretty useful, especially when you're in PvP and your opponents are doing massive damage. Fuck you, Union Jack and Rocket Raccoon!
Well, no, people just use Iron Fist for those guys. But,
true.
With the thing, though, with Anti-Venom, it's random with what he heals. Sometimes he'll heal stamina, sometimes he'll heal health, sometimes he won't do it at all.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very, I don't know, it's very weird with Nick.
You didn't get no damage with that one, but you managed to give him a debuff there, at least.
Well, no, that doesn't do damage.
Oh, what was it? It's the,
No, the X Oblivion doesn't do damage.
Yeah, that's right.
No, it just inflicts debuffs, that's all it's used for. You know, there actually is a full set that you can use with this whole thing, with the No Mercy and the X Oblivion. I have 3 weapons out of that set. The third one is the Gaunt Karis, where if you equip that to your agent, every time they're attacked, they'll counter-attack with Net against a guy. And depending on how many items you have of the Horseman set equipped to the agent, then basically you'll be able to unlock different effects with it. Like either gaining the positive aspects of another class, reducing their stats, and putting a class debuff related to their class on them.
Wow, true. And there you go, you managed to get some more health back. Crusade.
Well, Crusade!
Well, all we need is a heavy sound effect. Dead!
Mine's better! So, that's pretty much all I got going here. Like I said, this team is not completely finished yet. They're only, I believe Anti-Venom's only level 12 and Hybrid's level 10, so once you get to level 14, then I can really start playing with these guys.
Well, yeah, true, and I mean, once you reach level 14, you end up becoming more broken to boot, so...
Deadpool!
Yeah, thanks, Wade.
So yeah, that's
it was good. Those characters looked bloody amazing. I can't wait to see more of them in PvP, honestly.
Yeah, so, until then, I guess this is the end of our commentary. Go away, people. Fucking hate you.